Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the second video of ThinkGeo Maui HowDoI samples. I just showed you running it on macOS with JetBrains Rider. I'm now running it in Visual Studio on Windows. So if you haven't watched the first video, I suggest you watch that first because the stuff covered in that video will not be talked again in this video. Alright, let's get started. The first thing we want to take a look is the target platforms. So here from the list, you can see we have Windows, Android, and iOS. Yes, if you pair to a Mac machine, you can debug iOS on Windows as well, but we will not do that in this video. So in fact, I just deployed the sample to my Android emulator. So I will go ahead just launch it. At the same time, I will run the same sample on Windows so we can see them side by side. Alright, it will take some time to launch it. Here it is. So now we have the first sample running on both platforms side by side. So first Windows, you can pan around, you can rotate the map, you can do track zoom in, and just like the standard operations. Alright, you can change the background. Alright, now back to Android. So you can see it's a little bit laggy. It would be much faster on a real Android device. It's something like in my emulator. Anyway, let's jump to the next sample. Alright, so it just works on both platforms. And now let's enable the simultaneous mode, the second checkbox on both platforms. It just works and it performs pretty good. Alright, now jump to the next sample. Let's try it on Windows first. So let's enable the simultaneous drawing. And those buttons will take us to different extents. It's really responsive. So every time we click off zooming, it will immediately cancel the previous zooming and start a new one. So really responsive. Okay, and let's try it on Android. Pretty smooth as well. Alright, I will skip the next sample for now and jump directly to the last sample, black hole. Kick off the zooming. Just remember, it will be much better on a real Android device. Well, zooming to the black hole, let me do some preparations for the only leftover sample we didn't cover. I'm now put the source code and the map side by side. Alright, cool. And here is the black hole. Alright, so now let's jump to the last sample here. Setting up everything in XAML. Let's launch it on the map. Alright, let's first open the code behind of this sample. So you see we call it set up everything in XAML for a reason. So all the code is in the XAML. Alright, let's make it a little bit bigger. Before we dig in, I just want to say that doesn't mean we recommended you to use XAML over C#. In fact, this same sample, it would be much simpler if we switch over to C#. But you will see the reasons why sometimes we might want to use XAML. Alright, let's dig in. So the XAML code I highlighted defines the map view. So let's first make some changes to the map scale. Let's add 0. So you can see the map just refreshes with the new scale. And now let's make some changes to the center point. And the map just refreshes. Now let's make some changes to the background overlay. Change it to dark. and it's dark. Now let's change it back to light, and it's light. Pretty cool, huh? And this section is for the raster image. Yeah. So yeah, that raster image. Yeah, and the next part is for the shapefile. So you can see this part is for the projection because it was in a different projection than the spherometer. So this XAML code just do the reprojection. The next section defines the styling of the shapefile. This is a polygon-based shapefile, so here we set up the color of its border. Let's make some changes. The map doesn't refresh automatically. Here we need to pan the map a little bit to kick off the refreshing. And here we go. So now instead of just setting the color for its border, I also want to set up the fill color. So I just copy some code and I will insert the code here. It's really easy to understand. It's just like add a geosolid brush and set the color for the geosolid brush. We need to pan the map to kick off the refreshing. And here it is. I'm sure you can tell already that this way is really helpful if you want to, like, for example, pick a color, pick a scale, and see what the map look like. You just make changes here in the XAML and bam, it updates here on the map. Again, I want to say that doesn't mean we recommend you to always use this way for all the scenarios because C# code would be much simpler to accomplish the same thing. Alright, the next section, this behavior enables the map view loading from the XAML. And the next section is for map tools, zoom map tool, and coordinate map tool. And this section is for projection. Because the map is in spherical Mercator 3857, and we want to display the coordinate in 4326 decimal degrees. So that's why we need this projection. All right, that's it for this sample, and that's it for ThinkGeo Maui HowDoI samples. Again, like this one is still in beta, and we are in the middle of adding more samples, and we might make some changes to the APIs of the SDK as well. All right. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Bye.